Hello and welcome to 18 WJTS in.form. I'm your host, Bill Potter. I am very honored to have in the studio with us the president and the treasurer for the Jasper Mayor's Youth Council. And joining us is Marianna Green and Hallie Hubert. Marianna is the president, Hallie is the treasurer. I guess we should start off so people understand that what is the Mayor's Youth Council?
So the Jasper Mayor's Youth Leadership Council is formed by high school students. It's actually a rigorous process to gain admittance into the council. You have to interview by the mayor and be accepted based on what your extracurriculars are and your schedule and dedication to a program. So the council is run by high schoolers, and we meet bi-monthly in 4 meetings and hold agendas for each meeting to conquer our project at hand.
Okay, and have you both been on 1 year? Is this your second year?
This is both of our second years.
Okay.
But some people are on it for all 4 years of their high school.
Okay, so you can be a freshman all the way up to a senior.
Yes.
So this is your last year. And you have a project coming up on Saturday and Sunday of this week, which is the 14th and 15th at the Du Bois County Museum. One of you explain what that is.
So at the beginning of our year here, we were trying to come up with a project to do, and a mural came up quite a bit, but they did a mural a couple of years ago, and it didn't really get the best of feedback from the council members. They just didn't think that it put out the idea that they wanted to. So we wanted to do something that was more involving in the community. So we decided to do an interactive mural. And what this is, our project this year, is we hired Elizabeth Wertman. She's a local artist here in Jasper. And she's going to she already drew a trunk of a tree on the front of the Du Bois County Museum. And we're going to have everyone in Du Bois County, whoever wants to, can come and stick their handprint. And that's going to be the leaves of the tree.
So what's the idea of the leaves? Is that the community togetherness, or what's
we have a color coding. Do you want to explain the color coding?
Sure. So we actually have a few options as to what our participants can choose to stamp their hand on. We'll have three colors to choose from, and each will represent a different community virtue that they have for Du Bois County, which we will share on the day of the event. But you have the option to choose which virtue you relate to most closely with, and to be able to choose that color and place your own handprint onto the tree to symbolize your love for your county and show community unity as a whole once all the handprints are finished and completed on the tree.
So what you need now is people to show up Saturday and Sunday.
And leave their mark.
And that's awesome, and leave their mark. So to give people an idea of what's going to happen, the process is I show up at the museum, the Du Bois County Museum, and I say, okay, I want to be part of this. What happens?
So you're going to come. We don't want overcrowding at the very front at the mural since it is close to the road. So for that reason, we're going to have plenty of other things going on at that time. If you're bringing younger children, we have plenty of arts and crafts going on at the log house. We'll have food trucks out there so you can come get some lunch, take some food, and enjoy the process a little bit. We'll also have other activities, booths and stands of information, as well as a petting zoo on Sunday the 15th to entertain those while they're waiting as well.
Okay, so you should go to behind the museum. That's really where the parking is for the museum. Don't park on Newton Street. Don't park in front. Go around the back of the museum and park and walk around the front. So they'll come up to a registration table and, I guess, sign their name?
No, there won't be a sign-in.
Okay.
Just because there's really no need, because they're going to leave their mark with their handprint there anyway.
Does it matter if my hand is open or closed, or can I do
however you want to
So if I can do that
leaf.
Star Trek thing, which I can't.
Yeah, sure. Maybe you'll be able to identify your handprint later on once you drive past.
You can come back 30 years from now and say, that's my handprint.
Will we sign our handprint? Is my name attached? That's just coming up, putting your hand. Okay.
Yes, it's just that easy.
I'm assuming it's water-based paint.
Yes.
Okay, so you just wash up right there and go home.
Correct.
Will the museum be open?
Yeah.
It'll be open, free admission for all. The museum is inviting everyone to come enjoy the museum while you're enjoying the process of the community mural as well.
This is no charge, so how do you raise money to help pay for this mural?
All of the council projects that we're doing is fundraised by us. So all of the council members have to go out and fundraise for each project that we take on. So for this day, we're going to be selling water bottles, and then the food trucks also agreed to give us a percentage of their profits as well. So that will all go towards the paying the artist, the paint, things of that nature. And then other than that, if we don't raise enough, then it's up to us.
Come up with some way. Okay. Now, I've seen the trunk, the tree trunk.
Yes.
And there would be some concern that, okay, I'm not very tall. Where do I put my hand? How am I going to be? How are you going to fill the top of that tree?
So we'll actually have plenty of options. The tree trunk is actually a little bit closer to the ground, so that through this way it's more accessible for those to be able to place their handprint. We'll easily, by having a step stool accessible, maybe a small ladder. We won't have any lifts or anything out of the ordinary. And for those young ones, we'll have an option for them to stamp their handprint at the very bottom of the mural to represent a flower, which we will draw stems to later on as well.
And this is going on Saturday and Sunday from when to when?
Saturday, it will be held from noon to 4, and on Sunday, it will be held from 1 to 5.
And what if somebody's 2 years old? What if somebody is 80 years old?
Does not matter.
We want
everyone.
everyone.
You want
All of Du Bois County.
Anybody in Du Bois County should come and put
Bois
their
County.
mark, as you put it, make your mark on the front of the Du Bois County Museum.
That's right.
And the museum is open that day and free of charge.
Correct.
So people can go through and enjoy what the Du Bois County Museum has. Anything else you two would like to add?
If anyone is interested in being a council member for next year or years later, definitely go into the city office and they will set you up.
Whose idea was it?
To do this
The
tree?
mural. Yeah.
Believe it or not, Hallie over here.
It was actually my idea.
Okay.
So funny story.
I think it's what's a funny story?
Yeah, so funny story. We actually had a completely different project at hand at the beginning of the year. And halfway through the school year, you could just tell the energy in the meetings where it was dead. Nobody was really passionate about this. So we sat down and we said, we're going to sit here and scrap everything until we decide we found something that we truly can be passionate about. So we're sitting there, and Hallie Hubert's like,
We're sitting in the old schoolhouse.
what about a community tree? And so it's been taken off since there.
Great idea. Because really, this is not just a mural. This is the county coming together
It
to
is.
make this piece of artwork as well.
It is.
So you can leave your lasting mark. I think that's great. Now, let me ask you, you're both part of the Jasper Mayor's Youth Leadership Council.
Right.
What have each of you learned from the council? Hallie?
The best thing that I've learned is definitely being a part of our community in a way that not a lot of high schoolers can. We've been, actually for our council, just us, we've had to get up and do present in front of the Board of Zoning Appeals meeting. We've had to get in front of the council, the Du Bois County Council, just in general, and present our project to get different appeals and things like that. So just getting up and not being afraid to being in a public space and speaking and taking initiative, that's something that a lot of high schoolers don't get to do and be a part of.
Marianna?
I agree with Hallie. Everything she said is totally true. I think I've learned a lot about the real world, and being a part of Mayor's has really allowed for us youth to take on a project and execute it ourselves. Really, there is little to none help from the adults. We have to pave our own path, and we really have to pursue the dream that we have set forth for us in every way possible. So setting up phone calls, setting up meetings, meeting in person, getting new contacts from different businesses. It's all been a whirlwind of experiences, but I think that it will definitely benefit us long-term in what we choose to pursue career-wise in the future.
What's the official name of the mural? Does it have an official name?
Community tree.
The community tree, and then we have a quote at the very top of the tree, and it says, "Growing strong
Stronger roots together."
Excellent. So that is, again, this Saturday and Sunday. Saturday, noon to
4,
and then Sunday,
1 to 5.
1 to 5.
1 to 5. Okay. So you will have an opportunity, and we're going to be doing this rain or shine. So also, it's going to be a little messy. Yeah.
Oh,
but
yeah.
You'll be able to wash your hands. It'll be cool. Bring your kids. What a memory for those kids to be
Absolutely.
part of this event. All right. That is going on this weekend at the Du Bois County Museum, part of the Jasper Mayor's Youth Leadership Council. If I get those words right. Our guests have been Marianna Green, she's the president, and Hallie Hubert, who is the treasurer. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
And see you on Saturday or Sunday at the Du Bois County Museum. This is WJTS in.form. We're local people watching local people.